Damn, man. MMA is always just out here shocking us, dude. Like, I guess, it's just UFC 294 just got absolutely butchered on 10 days' notice. Luckily, Volk and Usman stepped up, and, on paper, the fights were absolutely amazing and still turned out to be a great product. But, like, man, another one down just what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in advance here until Jon Jones and Stipe. And bam, last night, Dana White gets on his little press conference call that he always does from the war room and, announces a huge thing. And Jon Jones, I got the video ready and everything. And Jon Jones tears his pec and he's out of this big fight with Stipe. And I'm just saying, as a Jon Jones guy, I wanted this fight badly. You want to see him, even though I live here in Ohio and everybody around me is the biggest Stipe fan in the world. I've been a Jon Jones guy till the day I first saw him, his first fight in the UFC ever. Like, I love Jon Jones. That's that man. No homo. But, like, he's the guy. He's been my favorite fighter forever. And retire in your hometown off the biggest win of your, like, maybe not the biggest win of his career, but at least big name, Stipe, other former champ that everybody calls the GOAT. He could be the GOAT. And, it's a beautiful thing. But to see Jon Jones back out, like, man, it just sucks, dude. Like, you just wanted to see it. And, I mean, don't get me wrong. Even as a big Jon Jones guy, like, I am actually not mad at all at the Sergei Pavlovich and the Tom Aspinall fight. I did a video probably a couple months ago at this right now, talking about the heavyweight division where it's been so awful for so long. And now we finally, even though I know Francis just left, but, you got Stipe and Jon Jones left kind of, but they both seemed like they were going to retire here after this fight, win or lose, and this fight in 2 weeks. But now that it's off, I'm just saying, you guys, we got all these huge fighters. You got a huge fight this week with Derek Lewis and Almeida. That guy right there is an absolute dog. You got Cyril Gane out there. We got Tom Aspinall, Sergei Pavlovich. Like, we got the guys now finally with some athletic guys, some young up-and-comers that have been finishing everybody. Like, I'm telling you, man, this division's getting better and better. And it's cool that we finally get to see this. Like, on paper, man, it's way better to probably watch, these two fight than Jon Jones and a Stipe. And it kind of just leaves the point now, man. This kind of feels like Jon Jones and Stipe is kind of like the Anderson Silva and GSP fight, or the Tony Ferguson Habib fight. And it's just in where, like, it's the one matchup we want to see, and whether it doesn't get booked, or whether in the Tony and GSP or the Tony and Habib thing is where, these guys, I think they were booked 4 or 5, 6 times, and each one of them got hurt a multiple amount of times, had to back out, and the fight just never happened. And it feels like this fight's one of the most cursed fights out there, man. And it's just, damn, now, like, if we see it now, man, like a torn pec for Jon Jones, like, man, we wouldn't see him for like a year. You know what I'm saying? He's probably out for like 9 months after a surgery. So, like, we'd see him a year from now, a year and a half from now. What? Stipe's 43. Jon Jones, even though he's only 36, might be 37 at that point. The dude's been fighting forever. So it's like, I just don't know, man. I don't know what we're going to see after this. So it's kind of really heartbreaking here, because it's one of the best, goat to goat fights we've seen in a while, especially with the Islam versus Volk the week before, or like, the pay-per-view before. Like, honestly, it had some magic things at MSG and everything. Like, I thought it was going to be magical for sure. But, to see Alex Pereira and Yuri Prohashka go at it, and then now we got Tom Aspinall and Sergei Pavlovich, like, man, I'm absolutely excited for this now. Like, don't get me wrong. It sucks not to see Jon Jones, but I absolutely love this card, and I think it might be a little more fun for the, for the future, to build the future up a little bit. So, I'm questioning now, like, which route are they going to go after this? Like, because now I think this is an interim title fight. So it's like, okay, so either one of these guys wins. Now it's like, you got to fight Jon Jones because he's the champion, but he wants to fight Stipe. And I know people are dogging Stipe for not taking a fight with Sergei or with Tom Aspinall, but, like, can you guys blame him, dude? Like, dude's 41. The only fight that he's got left for him out there would be Jon Jones. That's the only one that means anything to him. And it's like Jon Jones said a couple months ago, like probably a month ago at this rate. Like, why would he fight these up-and-comer guys and just give them their moment? Like, he's ready to retire. Stipe would be the perfect fight. If Stipe beats him, it's like, hey, it's another GOAT. And then, if it's Jon Jones wins it, it's like, it's perfect. Go off of the fairy tale ending. So it's like, are they going to go Jon Jones versus Stipe? Would Jon Jones be like, I'm cool with not being the champion. This just means more to me with the Stipe fight. And we just go retirement fight. Like, that's the one I kind of want to see. But then, like, if he's out that long and say Tom Aspinall or Sergei finish early, like, who are they going to fight then? You know what I'm saying? They're going to get the winner of Almeida and Lewis or something? Like, they're going to have to fight before Jon Jones is going to be ready. So, I don't know, man. And I think it's going to be way too soon for Jon Jones to fight at UFC 300. So, I don't know, man. This is tough stuff. So, I'm just tough, man. Just tough. You're upsetting out here because Jon Jones is that guy. But, I'm not mad. You can't be mad at the injury. You guys got to understand it. But this is more exciting for the heavyweight division, if we're being honest. And I don't blame Stipe for not taking the fight. I wouldn't blame Jon Jones for not taking the fight. That kind of felt like the only fight that mattered. And just sucks, man. Just fucking sucks, man. But I guess we still got a good one. And we got Francis Ngannou and Tyson Fury this weekend. So, man, we're good as a fight squad. We out here. But that shit just sucks. But you guys let me know how y'all feel about it. And, let me know, honestly. If I'm just giving an early prediction right now between Sergei and Tom Aspinall, man, I think Tom Aspinall is one of the most put together, well-rounded, heavyweight fighters we've seen in forever. And I wouldn't be shocked at all if he wins, but he does get hit still. And I'm just saying anybody that gets hit by Sergei Pavlovich doesn't seem to make it. So I don't know. I think the speed might really work out, but he just got to watch out. I wouldn't be shocked at all if we're looking at Sergei Pavlovich knocked out Tom Aspinall. And we're sitting there like, okay, it's better for Tom Aspinall though because he's younger. He's going to have a way better, future. But I wouldn't be shocked at all if this third, fourth, fifth round and we're watching Tom Aspinall put on a performance with Sergei Pavlovich huffing and puffing. So you never know. You never know. So as always, your boy Stipe Moustaris, the MMA Short Show. And let's go, guys and ladies. Thank you for following me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.